Who is behind predictive programming? Predictive programming, referring to scenarios, characters, themes, and seemingly prophetic content in popular movies which seem to predict major world events. This is a regularly observed phenomenon which has been poorly understood until now. The term predictive programming is an outmoded and inadequate term to describe the relationship between entertainment and psyops. The reason why is that twofold. The content in movies, novels, video games, and other potential propaganda vectors is generally released concurrently with the related psyop. The relationship between popular entertainment and fake news events is observed as a real-time relationship. This implies planning and reveals parallel propaganda streams running concurrently in entertainment and in the news media. To focus on predictive, that is content in the past, leaves one open to retrofitting content from a great number of sources. Predictive programming claims are often derided as mere cherry-picking. By putting our focus on real-time alignments, we rule out cherry-picking and arrive at a more likely conclusion as to the cause and the culprits. 3 erroneous explanations for so-called predictive programming have dominated the conversation for decades. Just coincidence. This view excludes the significance of alignments, as these imply a conspiracy, and easily dismiss the evidence as cherry-picked. Higher powers, these explanations invoke a simulation, the matrix, God, synchronicity, or magic to explain it. Lower powers, explanations such as revelation of the method, suggest that dark occultists have to tell us to avoid bad karma for their atrocities. Others will say it's the Illuminati mocking us. None of these include the view that the events on the world stage are simulated, staged events, and totally fake. A simulation would not be involved in causing synchronistic connections between movies and psyops, nor do we need any mystical explanation for what cannot be dismissed as mere coincidences. The only rational explanation for the synchronization between entertainment and news propaganda is that man is manipulating man with propaganda surreptitiously inserted into movies and other entertainment media. There's no need to adhere to the divine fallacy, the assumption that what is hard to explain must be the world of a higher-than-man power. Occam's razor suffices here. I see fake dead people. Generally speaking, if a mass shooting is real, then there would be no need for crisis actors. Why would actors perform on a set with live rounds? Obviously, mass casualty simulations do not involve crisis actors being killed. So why do truthers believe that real deaths happen in staged, simulated mass shootings or other terror attacks? The mere presence of crisis actors implies that it is all scripted theater. Psychological operations do not require real attacks, and therefore there are no real villains or victims. Media-appointed scapegoats and martyrs are simulated news characters existing only in the mediated version of reality, the world stage, and not in real life. The map is not the territory. Psychological operations do not require the reality of any of its villains. False flag theories contain the loaded question of who really did it, implying it actually happened. This fundamental misunderstanding has been spread by leading truthers for decades. Here are some key points. False flag theories are a part of the psychological operation. They give it cover. False flag theories are a controlled opposition tactic, a guardrail to conceal media fakery. Real people don't die in fake events because this would transform a perfectly legal propaganda production into a war crime packed with potential whistleblowers. False flags are never solved. They are just debated endlessly. Yet hoaxes and psyops are constantly exposed as such. The false flag narrative is then spread by misinformed truthers. These guardrails are there to redirect free thinkers back into the box, where they can be programmed to react to fake news events as though they were real. False flag theories hide the psyops and reinforce the dominant paradigm by solidifying the existence of the fake martyrs and scapegoats. Psyops are scripted to reinforce existing tensions and dialectics. Conspiracy theorists who start with the assumption that every terror attack is a false flag aren't unveiling the truth. They are obscuring it and redirecting free-thinking minds back to the mainstream. These theorists serve as guardrails. The guardrails allow the news media to get away with fabricating events for propaganda purposes. In this sense, The false flaggers and the mainstream media are advancing a unified agenda. This is the point of the controlled opposition. The pro and the anti have a central point of agreement that something must be done about whatever fake issue they have been baited into fighting over. If you find this subject interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to hear the rest of the series, the IPSD program, a skeptic's guide to the theater of Psywar and IPS production.